Today's operation on the case, we need to do something that I should have done before I cut it in half. So we're going to pin the case. There is a dowel pin in the front here that lines up the two case halves. And there was a dowel pin about here that lined up the top, or lined up the back end of the case. And I should have put a new pin right through here before I cut it, but I didn't think about it. Got all excited about having the new bandsaw and just went ahead and cut the case. So what I've got, the front pin is still in there, aligned in that. So I lined up the rest of the back of the case to where everything is nice and lined up as far as the parting line on the bearing surfaces. And I put a bolt in to hold it all together. So now we're going to drill through here. I'll make a nice straight hole through there, drill it. We'll start enlarging it, and then the last step, I will ream it out to exactly 1/4 inch. Then we'll take the dowel pin and epoxy it or red Loctite it into one half of the case to where it'll slide off the other side, just like the front does. And that will let you, anytime you have the case apart, you can put it back together right in the same spot. Everything's perfectly aligned. Got her drilled out to 3/16. I'm going to take it to 13/64 this time. I'll go 7/32 and see if I can't hand ream it. Okay, we'll go over and see what we can do. All right, since this side was the side I was running the reamer in first, it's a nice slip fit, real tight. So what I'll do is separate the case, fasten the pin in this side, and then have it to where it'll slide in this side. All right, there's a pinhole there. Pinhole there, still some meat on top. Since that wasn't an area designed for a pin, there wasn't a whole lot of extra material to play with, but we got it through there nice and straight, so I'm going to put the pin in this side and fasten it in there. There's the pin installed in the tighter half. Now let's put it together. And now the case is perfectly aligned and good to go. I'll trim off that little extra bit when I'm cleaning up the case. I'm going to deburr everything on this case. One thing I also did a while ago was that stud for the oil cooler won't be used anymore. And I tried to pull it out, but that thing was absolutely being super stubborn. So I just cut it off and left it in there. Otherwise, I was going to weld in a hole. That's a closed hole on the bottom, so it can't leak or anything. I may do the same thing. These two either have to come out or they have to be cut off flush. As your oil fill goes there, should weld this in or put a plug in it. Do the same thing with this little distributor hold down since we're running a mag. I'm just basically down to cleaning it completely up. One thing I wanted to show you, went for a little road trip Monday, picked up another case. Now this is the dreaded H5 case. It is a single relief, which doesn't matter on the half Volkswagen because the second relief is in the part of the case that you cut off. And I've seen a half Volkswagen made out of an H case, but these things might have a little, they had a bad reputation for pulling the studs for the cylinder, and they claimed they were a nasty alloy. I don't know, we'll see. This thing was worth the money, so I picked it up. It's already got case savers in it, so somebody was trying to prevent it from pulling out. And one of the other issues with these is they were used during emission controls when that was really tightening up. So what was happening was they were running the engines a lot hotter, and because of emissions, and this magnesium can creep when it gets up to a super high temperature, so it was pulling out the studs. So hopefully on this application, nobody recommends using these H5s or these H series cases at all on a high performance build, but a lot of the guys had, as long as you carburate it properly and you're not trying to overheat it to meet emissions, they're not a problem. They're a good case. So eventually that may get cut up. Look at my little tool shed that I added on the other day. That's another reason I wasn't getting anything done on the plane. I was constructing. Put a little concrete floor in here. But the other thing I picked up when I was getting that case, and what I mainly went after, there are 4 more dual port heads that look like they're in good shape. Well, in case I mess up the original 2, I got 4 more. It was cheap. Figured out how to get it. Yeah, it's hard to have too many parts. So I thought I'll pick them up just in case I need them. If not, I'll have them as spares. Oh, thanks for watching. That's all I'm going to do right now because it's like 105 degrees out here. Like and subscribe if you're getting any entertainment value out of this, and thanks for watching.